not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Michelin.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza, yeah.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback. And it'll come out to the 20-yard line. On play action, shot. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Regular. 180. One touch.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Shuck. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. From the gun, Shuck. It's caught by Mike Evans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
To throw now, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
19 tight.
To throw is Shuck. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bucs at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mayfield down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Let's go, boys, let's go! Hey,
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Kings!
Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Run, run, run.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
180. Hey, we're 33. Hurry, hurry. Up, up.
Throwing, Mayfield. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a takeaway touchdown. Becky Irving in touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Saints nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shuck now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 64 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs, and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And they'll bring this one inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Mayfield. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Saints 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards.
50 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here's Shuck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll shift things around.
At the Buccaneers 18-yard.
Shuck again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Second and 4.
Throwing, Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Shot to throw forward on 4th. And it is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
To the air again is Shuck. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans, 32 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert, alert, alert. 20. Alert, alert, alert. Like that.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
Yard attempt.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Oh, and a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tyler Shuck as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Groupie for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete on a deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
180.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And some room to run now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
King. Alert.
To throw, Mayfield. Campbell making the catch. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol.
Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 25 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw now, Shuck.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The kicker on for the extra point.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Baker going to change it up.
Hey, alert 33. Run. What's that?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front.
And a point after, good by Groupie.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll get this out. What a hit of McCaffrey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now McCaffrey off right tackle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mayfield down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Throwing. Mayfield. To the right side. Catch made by Ibuka. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Now able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw is Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Shuck now to throw.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Now Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Complete to Bucky Irving. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Irvin.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. Hey, alert 33. Hey. Point it right. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one too low. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Real.
Mayfield. Pass complete to Dell. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Irvin.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Run. 180.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
56. Saints 49.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
It's complete. Kamara.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Back to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And throwing again here, Shuck.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing, Shuck.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A quick one here, hauled in by Kamara. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. What a play. Maybe a game-saving play on the knockdown there.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? If you're looking at it from the defense's perspective, they looked like they had a shot at it. Maybe a completion. Ball gets knocked away. Can they rise up and do it again?
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. To the air again. Here's Shuck.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Buccaneers, 56.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot for Mayfield here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here's Baker. This ball intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Saints, they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.